Welcome to Shelbrook Speaks Out, where we explore ideas, thoughts, and perspectives purely from our own point of view. Please note that the discussions in this podcast are based on personal opinions and should not be taken as professional advice or factual information. We encourage you to think critically, do your own research, and form your own conclusions. Thanks for tuning in, and let's dive into today's topic. Hello, and welcome back to Shelbrook Speaks Out. I'm your host, Ben Shelbrook, and today we're diving into something that's both deeply personal and universal: faith. Now, before we get too far, let me make something perfectly clear. This isn't about proving or disproving religion. I'm not here to argue about theology or convince anyone to believe any certain way. This episode is about the common thread that runs through all belief systems and even through life itself. It's faith. No one truly knows what happens after this life. No one has the full answer to what's waiting. If anything, that's beyond the veil. And that's okay. What carries us through is faith. Faith in something. And that's what I want to explore today. Before we dive in, I have one small favor to ask. If you enjoy this episode, or if you think someone out there you know could benefit from hearing it, please share it with them, whether it's this episode or one of your other favorites from Shelbrook Speaks Out. Every share helps bring this message to someone who might need it. I appreciate all of you who listen, and your support means everything. All right, let's begin. I want to start by unpacking what faith is. At its core, faith is belief in something that we cannot see, something that we can't fully prove. For some people, that's God. For others, it's humanity, science, or the idea that tomorrow's going to be better than today. Faith is everywhere. Whether you realize it or not, when you board a plane, you have faith in that pilot and the mechanics that worked on that aircraft. You don't know for sure if he'll get you safely to your destination, but you trust it will. That is faith. When you love someone, whether it's your partner, a friend, your family, you're putting faith in them. You're trusting that they're going to be there for you, that they're going to care for you. That too is faith. It's easy to think of faith as something reserved for religious context, but the truth is, faith is woven into the very fabric of our lives. It keeps us moving forward when the path ahead is very unclear. It's what makes us take risk, dream big, and hold on during the tough times. Faith isn't always about certainty. In fact, it rarely is. Faith is choosing to believe even when you don't have all the answers, and that right there is what makes it so powerful. Here's something important about faith that we don't talk about enough. Sometimes faith has to change as we move through life. If you think about it, faith can be goal-oriented. Maybe your faith is rooted in achieving a dream, like starting your own business, finding the right partner, becoming a parent, or overcoming a personal challenge. You focus all of your energy and belief on that goal. But here's the thing. What happens when you meet that goal? That's where your faith evolves. Once we achieve something, we have to realign ourselves and set a new goal, and then push our faith just a little bit further. It's like climbing a mountain. Once you reach the summit, and it's a moment of triumph, but then you look ahead and realize, well, there's another peak across the way. Maybe I can climb that one. Looks a little taller. Faith is what keeps us climbing. It adapts and grows with us, helping us move from one chapter of life to the next. Sometimes that means letting go of old beliefs or ways of thinking that no longer serve us, and that's okay. Faith isn't about staying the same. It's about staying true to the journey. Now let's talk about religious and the ultimate mystery: what happens after we die? For many people, religion is the framework through which we express faith. Whether it's Christianity, Islam, Hinduism, or any other belief system, religion provides a sense of meaning and purpose. It answers the big questions, or at least gives us a way to think about them. But the truth is, no one knows for sure what's waiting on the other side, if anything. And that's where faith comes in. Faith bridges that gap between what we know and what we hope for. And this isn't just about religion. Even people who aren't religious have faith in something. Maybe it's faith in humanity, science, or the idea that their actions today will ripple into something meaningful tomorrow. Whatever it is, that faith keeps us grounded when we feel uncertain. So, where does this leave us? Faith at its heart is a deeply personal thing. It's not static. It grows and changes as we do. Sometimes faith requires us to take a hard look at where we are and what we believe. Maybe it's time to set a new goal, or take your faith and aim it at something bigger, something beyond what you thought was possible. That's the beauty of faith. It has no limits. As long as you're willing to stretch it, the goal is endless. And here's the most important part. Faith looks different for everyone. For some, it's rooted in religion. For others, it's about believing in themselves or their community, or in the simple idea that tomorrow will be better than today. Whatever it looks like for you, it's yours to shape, no one else. Before I go, I want to leave you with a challenge. If this episode resonated with you, share it with someone you think might need to hear it. Maybe it's a friend who's struggling to find direction, or someone who's questioning their own faith. Or if this episode isn't the one, pick another one that you think might help someone out. Every time you share, you're helping to spread a little more understanding and hope. And that's what faith is all about, isn't it? Well, thank you for listening, and thank you for being a part of this journey with me. Until next time, this is Ben Shelbrook signing off. Take care, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye. Well, that's it for today's episode of Shelbrook Speaks Out. A big thanks to Intertwine for providing the music. Be sure to go over and check them out on Spotify. If you've enjoyed the show, head over to benshelbrook.com, where you can grab some merch and find other ways to support the podcast. You can also show your support directly by clicking the support button on our website or through Buy Me a Coffee. Links to everything are in the episode description. Thanks for listening, and we'll catch you on the next time. This is Ben Shelbrook signing off. Have a great day.